Morning, everybody. Got a meditation in this morning and gonna hit the gym now. But I wanted to make a video that outlines what the devil really wants from you, because it seems to me like a lot of people are going through deep spiritual attacks right now, and I want to encourage everybody to be as vigilant as possible while also understanding why these spiritual attacks are happening. You see, the devil wants your wallet out, and he wants your eyes on corn, and he wants you to toss away your integrity. The devil does not want you to fulfill your life and to live a life of fulfillment, because if you did, then you would be untouchable for him. And the thing is as long as we have a physical body, we're going to be in some way, shape, or form susceptible to the devil's influence. But that does not mean that we have to follow what the devil is trying to do, or that we have to submit to these demons. But we have to know what they're after. Okay, why is the devil wanting this for you? Well, the devil wants this for you because if you are having your wallet out, you're spending money you don't have to impress people that you don't really care about, and you're focused more on the material wealth of reality and not the actual substance of life's intrinsic value, and you are having your eyes on corn, you are completely ungrateful for just reality, and you're wanting to live in the digital box that many people are in, and you want to continue to toss away your integrity. You know, you lie, you cheat, you steal, whatever it is the case may be. And it doesn't have to be just items. You can steal ideas, you can steal things without giving people their due credit or whatnot. And what's amazing is how often this actually happens. What's amazing is how so many people are lacking the ability to discern. People have so much knowledge nowadays. They've got so much knowledge, but they do not have discernment out here. So many people do not have discernment. And so many people seem like they're ready for something more, and they're just simply not. They're just simply not. Because their actions are dictating, well, their emotions are dictating their actions, and their actions are dictating their destiny. You see, I have a difference. I see a difference between fate and destiny. I talked about this with somebody in a one-on-one a few days ago, and the devil wants you to give up your destiny for fate. That's the way that I see it. Whereas your destiny, God wants you to be able to choose it. You can choose your destiny. And so right now I'm going to encourage everybody to pay close attention to what you're actually living. And are you living what is true and letting die what is false? Or are you simply allowing this spiritual attack to control you and how you move and how you dictate certain things in your life? Because you're going to only be able to control, this is a very stoic principle. You can only control what you can control. And you cannot always control when these demons attack. But what you can control is how you move following these attacks. So right now, I have more to say about this topic, but I'm going to get into the gym here. It's a nice little, beautiful, rainy morning. It's not too bad, not too rainy, but just a nice little sprinkle. And got some good solid sleep, and I'm going to be ready to go, and I'll have some more info about this topic in a minute. All right, I'm back from the gym. Got a meal in me, shower and everything, so I'm ready to share some more thoughts on this subject. So you see, somebody wants you to be submitted to the devil because they cannot stand to see themselves be the losers that they are. And I'm not trying to say that people are losers if they submit to the devil, but I'm not really saying that they're winners either. Because a lot of the times we're just overcome with the temptation to go into sin and to follow into sin and not really have a proper education, spiritually speaking, on what is actually happening when people try to send spells your way or try to get you to think about things and in a different way, and they try to ensure that you are not going to be who you are meant to be and destined to be. Because if you are to be who you're destined to be and you are who God wants you to be, the devil can't stand it. And people want to place these spells on you. They might not even know that they're placing a spell on you. Some of these witches and warlocks out here, they don't even know that they're witches and warlocks. But the people that are under the influence of these demonic entities and demonic spirits, they're going to be misconstrued in their mindset. They're going to be misunderstanding of you because they see you as somebody that is a threat to them. When you are an ally to God, you are automatically a threat to the devil. And that makes you very, very dangerous and puts you in a precarious situation. Whoa, sun's coming out. That's a good sign. So you see that there's a lot of contention between you and these people that are demonically influenced because they are under the influence of the devil himself. They just want to destroy what God sees as good. They just want to destroy what God has created because they know they can't destroy the creator because obviously it's the creator. You can't destroy the creator. Anybody seen Tron? Tron Legacy? It's the movie from 2012, I think it was. Anyway, maybe it was 2010. But the point is that there's Flynn in that movie, and he's basically the creator of the world that they're in, right? In this video game world. And he has these impressive powers that the programs don't. And he's a user, right? So there's users and then there's programmers, or users and programs in this Tron movie. And the thing is that you'll see this is kind of how the game of life works too. You know, I've mentioned Machiavelli in my other videos, and I think now is also a good time to mention Machiavelli, is that he sees that there are three different kinds of people in the world. There's the useful pieces, which are the NPCs and the people that are just kind of like slaves of the system. There's the rebellious loners who see the system for what it is, but they don't know how to move around it. They don't know what to do about it. And then there's the people that are the players. Now you can think about in the Tron movie here, the users are the players, whereas the programs are the people that are just useful pieces, right? And the devil is a program. The devil's not a user, okay? We are God's children. We are, in fact, even above the angels in the hierarchy. And it's not because the angels aren't divine in some sense, but it's that we are created to be like God. And if anybody's seen Nefarious, the movie that kind of outlines a lot of the viewpoints of the devil in theology, it's that demons think that and are under the impression that God only made
mankind to spit in the face of the fallen angels that went away from him and deserted God and didn't follow what God was saying, because free will is given unto everybody. Everybody has a choice. Everybody has a choice, but not everybody has all of the choices that they maybe could want. Sometimes you're only left with one choice, but everybody has a choice. And that's the beauty of God, but it's also kind of terrifying, because you have, like, free will in of itself is a beautiful thing, but it's beautifully terrifying in the aspect of seeing how people will try to manipulate you through their free will and to force their will onto you. And if you don't know how to really read between the lines and see what's actually going on, you're going to be somebody that is, unfortunately, you're going to be somebody that is completely put out into the abyss of life and the void, because you don't have the discernment and you don't want to grow closer to God enough to see through this kind of stuff. But the thing is if you can see through this thing, if you can see through what the devil's trying to manipulate you into, because the devil uses people incrementally. People will incrementally give away their free will. This is something else that the movie Nefarious talks about, and it's a masterpiece of a movie in the sense of understanding theological ideas. But it's a very terrifying movie as well, because it gives you a lot of theological background and information that you might not have thought about before in a particular way. How these demons and the witches are basically channels. Witches and warlocks are basically channels of demonic entities. They just don't even know it. And what's crazy is, and I've met these kinds of new age women and new age men, more new age women than men, but because they're the ones with the nose ring crystal things and the colored hair, and anybody can do whatever they want with their sexual orientation. It's whatever. You can be gay and still love. It's not how it works. Sorry. It's just not how it works with, like, you cannot be a lesbian and claim to be a Christian. I've literally met people like that. They're like, oh no, I'm not religious, but I'm spiritual and I follow Christ, but I'm a lesbian. It's like, did you just like, what the fuck are you talking about? That is an oxymoron. That's a bigger oxymoron than organic Pop-Tarts, bro. But anyway, the point is that there are people that legitimately think that they're on the right side of history, but they're not. They're on the side of history that's compelling them to do these things and to say these things and to participate in these kinds of behaviors, because they're under demonic influence, and they think that they're under this, new age, free liberation and whatever. It's like, it's not how freedom really works. Okay, that's not how freedom doesn't mean no accountability. And that's what a lot of people want to think about, and I think that's one of the reasons why there's somebody out there that's trying to make you submit to the devil right now, is because you're probably holding these demons accountable. You're holding these demons accountable, and they fucking hate it. Oh my gosh, do they hate it. They do not like it. But that's the thing, is keeping people accountable is going to be very important, because if you're accountable for yourself, you're automatically going to place people under accountability. You might not even realize you're doing it because it's just so natural for you. But a lot of people, they don't know. They don't know how to be accountable for themselves. They just do not understand. And it's painful for them to be accountable, because that means that they're going to realize that their image of themselves is not the same as the momentary appearance of themselves. And then when they realize that there's a difference between the momentary appearance and the image, they kind of fall out, and they crash out. We have more people than ever crashing out in the United States right now. I don't know about you guys, but I'm a little meh. I'm ready for Babylon to fall. I'm ready. I don't know what the Lord is waiting for. The degeneracy that we're seeing, the kinds of demonic influence that's happening, I don't know. Like, I trust God and I trust what He's doing, and I know that if He wanted to do something, He would do it. But holy moly, I don't know. Like, it feels like we're already in times not quite like Sodom and Gomorrah, but I've been saying this for months, is like the kinds of stuff that we're seeing in Sodom and Gomorrah, or in nowadays, is the kind of things that we've been seeing in Sodom and Gomorrah, if you read the Bible. So I don't know what we're waiting for, but like, because things are only going to get worse, it seems like. And especially with the age of technology coming into play, technology is playing a huge factor in how people are getting information. And this is something that I've seen time and time again, is people have so much knowledge. They really do, but they don't know how to apply it to turn it into wisdom. They don't know how to actualize it in their life. And it creates this disconnect between them and reality, and they end up just trying to figure out certain things that don't need to be figured out. They don't need to figure out all of the, like sometimes you just need to chill, right? Like sometimes I think this is what happens with people that are too caught up in the mode of self-development, is it becomes a loop for them. And this is sometimes how demons manifest, is if you're in a loop and you can't really get out of this rut or this loop or whatever. The demons will reveal themselves because you're just so focused on trying to do whatever it is that it becomes a hindrance to your own life. Like, the thing that you're trying to get better at becomes your biggest obstacle. And that's a rough go, man. That's a rough go. But the thing is if you really can get out of that loop, and you can just take a chill pill for a second, not try to think so much about what you're doing, the demons are not going to have the kinds of influence over you that they might before if you're overthinking. So many people overthink, and I know I'm guilty of this in the past as well. And overthinking is just you realizing certain things, but Kierkegaard, he says that anxiety is the dizziness of freedom. Soren Kierkegaard, he was a philosopher from a few centuries ago. In many ways, I consider him to be more of a founder of psychology than Freud or Carl Jung, but that's a story for another time. But he's the one that has the leap of faith idea. You have to take a leap of faith and be a knight of faith. And that's what a lot of people need right now. We need to be knights of faith, and we have to realize that this kind of stuff that's going on, it's going on for a reason. And we have to just trust the process, because what else do we have to do? Like, what else are we going to do? We can sit around and wait all day for Jesus to come, and we can sit around waiting for the Lord to do something, but at the end of the day, if we're not even trying to make things better in our own lives, then what makes us think that we deserve to have God come in and do something for us? So, yes, the secret to life is giving, but how do you give? How are you giving? Because the demons don't want you to give, and that's probably another reason why there's people out there that are trying to make you submit to the demons and the devil, because they don't want you to give what you have to give. Because if you can learn how to give, then you'll know how to give to yourself first. If you know how to give to yourself and you know how to give to others, man, that's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing. Well, guys, I'm going to enjoy this sun for a second. And I hope this video was useful and insightful for you. And I hope you got some edification or some nuggets of wisdom out of it. I hope everybody has a blessed rest of your day. And if you do want to join the free Telegram channel, you can check that out in the link in the description box below. Or if you're watching this on X, you can check my profile at the very top, and there will be a link there. And then I also want to appreciate everybody that's moving from the YouTube platform over to X, Rumble, and Instagram. Shout out to everybody to the Regal Change Academy and in the Regal Change Academy. Peace be with you all. Until next time.